Hello everyone, my name is Faith and I will be explaining all my gym leaders for the Pokemon AU, aka Alternate Universe. I don't have a name for the region yet, so I'm just going to be calling it Region. Before we begin, some things might change as time goes on, so take some of these with a grain of salt. I will be explaining their team, design, backstory, personality, and what they do story-wise and post-game. The first gym leader is Stella Wayne. She specializes in Steel-type Pokemon. I know, Steel's not very effective against water and fire, and you're right, but her team does help counter against that. Her team is Aaron, Ferroseed, and Clink. I tried to make her knightly, but still feminine. I don't know if I succeeded or if her design is a total failure. She also has a wheelchair because I'm pretty sure that besides Wally, there's no other her character that has some kind of chronic illness. If I get anything wrong about her wheelchair or how being paralyzed works, please tell me and I'll fix it. Speaking of which, when she was 3 years old, Stella and her mother were in a horrible car crash. Her mother unfortunately didn't survive the crash, and the young kid barely did. An adult Agron saved her, and she devoted herself to become Steel-type trainer. She's quite independent and doesn't like asking for help. She's really feminine and loves to hang out with the other feminine gym leaders when she can. After you get 3 badges, you and your friend are surrounded by the evil Teen Grunts. Stella and the other 2 gym leaders save you. Stella and Veno, the next gym leader, gives you and your friend a pep talk and leaves until much farther into the game. She comes back to help you fight the evil team once more, and then you don't see her until all the gym leaders come to cheer you on before you go defeat the champion. You can battle her once per day. Her team is now fully evolved, and she now has 3 more Pokemon. A Alolan Sandslash, Steelix, and a Lucario, which can Mega Evolve. Good luck. You can also do a quest for her. Her wheelchair gets into an accident of some sorts, but since she refuses to go to the hospital, you have to convince her to let you help her. You go around the region collecting items to fix it. After the quest, she gives you a special item and a Steel-type TM. I don't know what the item is yet, so if you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm thinking maybe a special Pokeball, but I feel like that's boring. All in all, I really like her. She's super cute, in my opinion, and I think I did well with her wheelchair. Again, if I did anything wrong, please let me know. Veno Green. He is a poison-type gym leader and uses a lot of stats, so you would have to stock up on antidotes and such. His team is Nidorino, Weezing, and Venomoth. I'm not that proud of his design because I feel like it's really basic. I don't have that much to say, unfortunately. What do you think about his design? Am I being too hard on myself? His father was the previous poison-type gym leader, and Veno's mother was a Elite Four who specialized in poison types, so he knew about them ever since he was born. This also meant they were out a lot, and he either was with a babysitter or by himself. He wasn't that liked as a kid, and got bullied until his parents stepped in. He did his best to stand out while loving poison Pokemon. Blah. To the point where he does a lot of reckless and dangerous things. He's getting better at it, but he still does a lot of stupid stuff for attention. As I said before, he's quite reckless, but not with battles. He takes them super seriously. He also goes out of his way to be kind, even if it will bite him in the back. He even gives you 2 antidotes right before the battle. He's the life of the party and very extroverted. I wrote that wrong. And always invites the others to hang out. Like I said with Stella, he saves you and a friend from evil grunts, gives you a pep talk, and and leaves. He helps you defeat the evil team and even heals your team when you talk to him. He reappears and cheers you on right before you fight the champion. In the post-game, you can challenge him once per day, his team being fully evolved and adding a Beedrill, Muck, and Drapion, which can Dynamax. This is his quest. Let's set the scene. A blackout suddenly happens in the city, and when the lights turn on, all the medicine was gone. Gone! This concerned you two, and you both look for the thief. Your partner Pokemon says they can tell that something is going on in the sewers. They can either smell it, sense it with their psychic, with their powers, You go in and find a bunch of evil team grunts. They tell you that they refuse to disband and that they will take everyone's medicine and start attacking people. With nothing to heal them, they will win and rule the world or something. Who knows? You either tell them they're stupid or that Nurse Joy is still here and they will just, heal their Pokemon. They battle you, they lose, they refuse to give you the medicine. They tell their Pokemon to make a direct attack at you, but Veno comes in and stops them before you get hurt. His Pokemon take care of the grunts, while Veno congratulates you. The grunts get arrested, and he gives you this special item and a poison TM. When I started this script, I didn't really like him, but now I really, really like him. I'm still on the fence about his design, though. Sora. Sora is the speedy flying devil, as people call him. He's super fast, so you'd have to either outspeed him, lower his speed stat, or have a huge defense stat. His team is Pidgeot, Gligar, Ninja Ask, and Doduo. I don't know if I said their names correctly. I think he looks pretty generic, which is something I don't really mind. I do hope you get flying vibes, not water type vibes like Falkner. Seriously, what do you mean he's a flying type gym leader? He looks like he's supposed to be water blue. This guy has been through a lot. His father was arrested for being a master thief, and his mother lost herself to drugs and abandoned her son to live alone. Underground. Sora didn't know how to handle these emotions, so he lashes out on people and became a really mean person. After a while, he became really good friends. Not friends. After a while, he became really good with flying-type Pokemon, so he was offered the job. He accepted, since he was basically homeless. Unfortunately, he was still a jerk, and no one really... All right. I don't know if it was Kinemaster or XRecorder, but it just blocked out half of the stuff. So, let me just... Okay. Unfortunately, he was still a jerk, and no one really likes him. People would make petitions to kick him out of the gym, which made him even more angry. Oh, and he also got rid of his last name. If we're being kind, he's a major egotistical jerk, and he knows it. But he doesn't care at all. It doesn't matter how close you are to him, he'll be mean. Or maybe not. No one's close enough to him to see how he's like. He's like that one bully in school that you know is just someone who needs help but is still scary. Maybe one day he'll change. When you win and he's about to reluctantly give you your badge, an explosion goes off beneath you two. The entire gym was about to collapse, but he grabs you and flies away with Pidgeot's help. After things calm down, he gives you the badge. After you finish following your route, you and your friend are surrounded by grunts. The trio save you. He doesn't give you a pep talk because Sora. He helps you with the evil team and lends you his Pidgeot to help you with the puzzle. He admits that he's cheering you on. Of course, you can challenge him once a day. His team is fully evolved and now has a Staraptor and an Archeops, and his Pidgeot can Mega Evolve. For his quest, you basically play messenger. First, you have to find a letter he abandoned, asking the gym leaders to have lunch with him. You convince him to get them all together and try to become friends with them. He forces you to send a letter to each of the gym leaders, and at the end, you get invited as well. He gives you the special item and a flying TM. I don't really particularly like this quest, but I didn't really know what else to do. If you have any suggestions, please comment them. I'm sure they're great. A lot better than mine. All in all, I really like him. He's a jerk, but a lovable one, I think. Hopefully I do his arc justice. Derin Gray. Derin uses they/them pronouns, so please respect them. Derin is the dark-type gym leader, but they're also as bright as the sun. They use Houndoom, Absol, Zeruleus, I don't know if I said that right, and Umbreon. They use a lot of special attacks. I think they look great. You can see the Umbreon influence. I don't know if that was the right word, but you can see that they kind of look like Umbreon. And they like to use the mask because of backstory reasons, which we'll get to in a second. I'm pretty proud of the design. What do you think? Derin spent almost their entire life in the hospital. It became their second home. They suffer from multiple things, and I apologize if I get any of them incorrect. From bad asthma, horrible girdle, and has fibromyalgia. I butchered that, probably. I'm so sorry. Despite everything, their parents and themselves did everything to get better. From an hour and a half of exercise, split of course, lots and lots of therapy, and lots of medicine, and so much therapy for, all the physical stuff and the mental stuff. They connected to dark Pokemon for being outcasts of some sorts, and they soon decided to become a dark-type trainer. Their efforts weren't in vain and soon became a gym leader. They're pretty bright and optimistic, but also cautious and can be very socially awkward. They love helping people, but understand when they can't take it anymore. As soon as you step into the city, Derin greets you and shows you the way to the gym. They tell you that they're super excited for the battle and they wait for you inside. After you defeat them, they give you the badge. You leave the gym, and one of the evil team's admins holds you hostage. She screams for Derin, and Derin comes out, all scared. Derin's team is tired from the battle, and their other Pokemon is with their parents, so they have to give the girl whatever she wants. She smirks before telling them that they simply want their sleeping pills. Confused and slightly afraid, they give her the pills and you're freed. She thanks the both of you before running away. Derin checks on you and apologizes for allowing that to happen. The conversation ends and you don't see them until the evil team final showdown. And then they give you the encouragement before you defeat the champion. Blah blah blah, their team is fully evolved and now they have a Spiritomb and an Obstagoon. Oh, and Umbreon can Dynamax. Alrighty, now for the quest. It's almost the end of Derin's day and they are exhausted. They had to do a lot of heavy lifting. Plus it was pretty hot out, so their asthma was acting up pretty badly. You offered help with the rest of the tasks and they agree. You help train the other trainers there, the ones that you fight before you fight the gym leader, and get some items from stores in other cities / towns, and even fight some Rattata that were in the vents. At the end of the day, Derin thanks you and gives you the special item and a dark-type TM. I love them. Plain and simple, they are just adorable in my opinion, and I hope you all like them too. Cathy is the shining star of the city. She basically owns it. She's a fairy-type trainer and makes sure everyone knows it. Ooh, that rhymed. Her team is Florges, I don't know if I said that right, Mon Jr., Galarian Rapidash, and Alcremie. I think I did a good job. I don't have anything else to say. Cathy was born in a rich family, and her parents were very egotistical. They believed that they were better than everyone, and eventually Cathy started to have the same mindset. Plus, her parents spoiled the heck out of her. She was told that she was perfect and should become the champion. When she began fighting other trainers, she started to realize that no, she's not perfect, and she's not a perfect person, and deserves to have everything handed to her. Cathy found out she didn't want to become the champion and instead became a gym leader. Oh, and she's dating Derin. Because of her past, she still has moments where her ego gets in the way. Don't worry, she's doing her best not to let that happen. Cathy is pretty generous and loves giving out compliments. She's somewhat of a show-off, though, due to her internal thinking that she must be perfect or else no one will love her. Thanks, parents. Before the battle begins, she tells you that Derin told her about you. She's glad that you're both safe and then battles you. Afterwards, she gives the badge and tells you that there's been some explosions at a cave in the next route. She explains that she and the champion will be checking it out, and you're welcome to join them. You can either say, "How would I help?" or "So you're asking a preteen to help you and the champion go into potential danger." Bleh, I cannot speak. If you choose the first option, she explains that you're extremely very strong and she thinks your knowledge of machines will help them. By the way, the player is a natural person and not a blank state. They have a backstory and everything. Though her statement sounds weird. If you choose the second option, she nervously laughs and says that you will be safe with them. I'll explain what happens in the cave in another video. During the final showdown, she helps you take down some of the grunts before going into the back seat. She encourages you before you go battle the champion. Again, you can battle Cathy once a day. Team's fully evolved and now has a Sylveon and an Altarian. Also, she can use the very hairy type C move. I completely forgot those existed. Her quest is 4 machines that controlled battlefields have gone out and she just got scammed, so she can't pay for professionals. She can't do her work without them, so you offer to fix them for her. She thanks you and you go around in the gym fixing those machines. Every time you interact with one, you get into a battle of some sorts. Just like with the Pokemon battles, you have 4 options: tinker, items, turn off/off, and run away. If you get hit too many times, you'll get badly hurt and have to go to the hospital and have to do it all again. After you fix them, she thanks you and gives you the special item and a fairy type TM. I love her a lot. Hopefully y'all like her too. I do not know how to say her last name, and I am so scared that I'm going to butcher it because I can't do accents. So I'm not even going to bother trying to say her last name. She's Aki. She's Aki. Aki is the Aikido master fighting gym leader. She uses Mainfu, Halucha, Pasimian. I butchered that. Hakamo, I don't know, and Primate. I looked up what people who do Aikido wear here, and I did my best to recreate it. I hope I did a good job. Please let me know if I'm missing something. Aki was an orphan from day one and was in the orphan system. I don't know if there's she was an orphan until she was She was in an orphanage until she was 6, but the orphanage she was at lost too much money and was sent down, forcing all the kids to go into the streets. It was not a good time. She learned how violent people could be and had to fight for her and others' lives multiple times. One of her orphan friends got adopted by a Kinemaster, and although he couldn't adopt her because he didn't have the money at the time, he did let her stay with him. He taught Aki and her friend how to do Aikido and Pokemon battles, and when she was 17, he finally adopted her. She became a very skilled fighting trainer and a Aikido master. She's super serious and doesn't take anything lightly, though she is extremely peaceful and will never take on violence unless it's her very last option. When you enter the gym, she greets you and offers you tea. You accept, of course. You two have a conversation about everything that's happening. She says that she can tell that you are very stressed out about the evil team and something else. You get nervous, but she reassures you that she won't pry and that she doesn't know. She comforts you and the battle challenge begins. After the gym, he encourages you to clear your mind before going to the next gym. Aki gives you a special key after telling you about a beautiful place that only a few people, like the gym leaders and the champion and all those big people, are allowed in. She wishes you good luck on your journey, both personal and Pokemon, and doesn't return until the final evil battle. She congratulates you on taking your first step up on your personal journey and fights with you for a tiny bit. Also, she encourages you at the end with the champion. You know the deal already. She now got a Poliwrath and a Fine-type Z move. The quest is simple. She feels like she's not getting stronger with Aikido, so since all she does is train others and, is a gym leader, you go to her adopted father and sister and convince them to visit her and fight her. You take them back to the gym and fight both her and her father while you and your sister take Aki and her dad down. Afterwards, she thanks you for cheering her up and gives you the item and TM. She's cool. She's cool in my opinion. I hope she's different than the other fighting type gym leaders. Rusty Gold. He is the electric type gym leader and the oldest, and maybe the oldest one. He uses Raichu, Electabuzz, Ampharos, Luxray, and Magnezone. He's yellow because, electricity. I probably should have made the pants some kind of yellow or brown. But besides that, I think he's alright. Just alright. By the way, I'm going to change things up because I'm going to tell you what he does story, what happens right before the battle, and then tell you his backstory, because that's what happens. Rusty lives in a ghost town. No one except him has lived there for 15 years and refuses to leave. As soon as you come in, a clutter of the Pikachu evolution line surrounds you. Pikachu, Raichu. They're all going crazy at you, getting on your head, lightly zapping you, all that good stuff until a old Raichu cries out. They all get off of you and make way for the elder. Raichu stares at you for a moment and leaves further into the town. Once you go to the big house at the end of the town, you will see Rusty and Raichu. I'm going to do his voice, but I'm not really good at voice acting, especially at old males. Raichu has told me everything. It's been a couple years since I've battled. This is horrible. I'm just going to do my normal voice. So I apologize if I'm rusty. The battle happens, and after he gives you the badge, he tells you the story of the town. 15 years ago, 2 powerful trainers and a bunch of goons came to the town, looking for something that the mayor had hidden. The mayor refused to tell them and challenged both of them to a battle. The couple won easily and decided if he wouldn't tell them, they'd just force everyone out and look for it there. Everyone was forced out of the beloved town, and if anyone refused, well, let's just say they had to go to the hospital somewhere else. After 6 months of not being able to go back into his home, they left. Everyone was so scared of the possibility that they might come back, so no one except Rusty returned. He expresses his loneliness and anger at the couple, stating that he will get strong enough to defeat them, though he has zero idea on where they are. He thanks you for making him a little less lonely and tells you directions for the lost badge. He comes back to fight the evil team and states that he understands everything now. He fights along you for a while and tells you that he believes in you. Then he encourages you for the champion. Team is fully evolved and he now has a Alolan Raichu and no special thing. No, nothing. His quest is pretty simple. He's planning on moving into the town Derin is at and wants to do one last little party before he leaves. He asks you to get party supplies from Cathy City, flowers from the special place Aki mentioned, cupcakes from Stella, and his only friend, the last gym leader. After everything, you all have a tiny party, and he gives you the special item, an electric TM. I like him. He's cool, and I named him after my dog. Hi, Rusty!
Skull uses they/them pronouns. Please respect them. Skull is the final gym leader who uses ghost types. Fitting considering the rumors. Strangely, no one knows much about them. Their team is Bennett, Driftblim, Miss Magius, Gazes, I don't know if I'm not saying that right. Chandelier, and Yokayan, a fan-made evolution. I think I did good. Yes, the commando being right over left was intentional. Don't sue me. They appeared in the town in 2085 and has since become the gym leader we know and love. They can also move things with their mind, so that's pretty cool. They're mute and don't emote much, but it's pretty obvious how much Skull cares about others. They visit Rusty as much as possible and give out gifts for the others. You arrive at the gym. It's pretty empty. Not a single trainer or Pokemon is there. Just Skull. They don't say anything, but you both bow before the battle. Afterwards, they give you the badge and you head on out. Before you leave, they suddenly speak. It's extremely crackled and so obvious that they haven't spoken in years. Good job. You try to thank them, but Skull has disappeared. You smile and leave. They return as you face one of the leaders. They battle her while you do a puzzle. After the puzzle, it turns out the evil leader has defeated them, though she now has 4 Pokemon left. They nod to you and you battle the leader. They leave until it's time to face the champion. They give a small smile and nod. The team is the same, except they now all have the special things. Bennett can Mega Evolves, Driftblim has Dynamax, and Yokayan has a Z move. They don't have a quest, but you can chill with them. Just sit around and watch as the world shows cool graphics of said world with nice piano music. I love them. I hope you think they're mysterious. This took over a month. And me. Oh boy. I love them all to death, and I really hope you guys like them too. But boy, am I so glad that I'm done with this. You have no idea how much effort this took. I'm showing this to my therapist. just to show. Pretty sure you all know what the main character's backstory is, but the next video will probably be about the Elite Four and the champion, if I don't reveal too much. So either the main character, her story is next, or Elite Four plus champion. Either way, pretty big. I don't really know what else to say. Hey, I kind of made some of them on the spot. Well, people like Skull, I have had them for a while. Well, I mean, if you saw one of my previous Pokemon AU videos with Derin, Cathy, Sora, and Skull, then you can see that they had a massive glow up. But characters like Rusty and Veno, and maybe Veno, they were made just on the spot, but I still really like them. This took a lot of effort, and I'm so glad I'm done. And this better blow up. This better blow up. Because I worked too dang hard on this. I don't think I really have much to say. If you have any questions about them, please leave them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. Yeah, that's it. Enjoy this tiny skit that I'm putting on the screen right now. Oh, and subscribe if you want to see more. I make other content besides Pokemon AU. I post some criminal case content and my original characters, so subscribe if you want to see that. If you did made it all through this video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You don't know how much I do. This was a long step for me. It was a big step out of my comfort zone. Just using my voice in general was a lot, but with the massive amount of editing and writing, it took a lot. Thank you, and have a great day. I love you, and bye-bye.